is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Yes, yesterday was Bare Minimum Monday. Today's Take It Easy Tuesday.
Sure is.
Welcome to it. I am excited to let you know that we're giving away invitations to Nova's Red Room with Stephen Sanchez. What is that song again? It's called
Until I Found You.
Until I Found You. It's so romantic.
It is a very nice song, isn't it?
He'll definitely be singing that in the Red Room. And look, I'm still... how was my mood when I arrived today at work?
You were mad.
I heard something.
Triggered.
I heard something and I had to get straight on the internet to make sure it was real because I thought, surely my nightmare has not come true. And yet...
It has.
It has. And I'm going to tee off.
There's nothing that brings me more joy. This probably sounds really bad than you being really mad about something.
I'm so mad.
I love it.
And I'm going to lose my mind.
Good.
But next, I need to tell you, do you remember early on in this show experience together, I gave Click and Collect a go.
Yeah.
And you said very clearly, do not do it again.
It's not for you.
Well, we'll see, because I have given it another
Why?
go. Yeah, and you won't believe how it turned out.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
If you're new to the show, welcome. But it also means that you may have missed my initial attempt at a little thing that normal people can achieve called Click and Collect. So I initially Click and Collected a clothes rack, right? Early on in the year.
Yep.
And I didn't get a notification that it was ready, but I was walking past, so I popped in.
And it was the same day you did this year.
Yeah.
So you really, and this is what I couldn't get my head around on, you could have just walked down to the shop, picked it up off the shelf, paid for it and left.
I could
There was no need to go through the website and do the Click and Collect process.
Well, no, but I thought, God, everybody's loving Click and Collect. I should give it a go.
That's fair. You were curious.
Yeah, but it obviously doesn't work for me because I got there and I said, look, I've got this Click and Collect. And they said, have we texted you? And I said, no, but there's the thing there. I'm looking at it. And she said, no, you can't buy it. Anyway, it was an absolute debacle. And I had to wait 48 hours before I could get the thing that I was looking at on that day.
You still can't get it.
No, it just irritates me. And you love how irritated I am by it.
Hilarious.
But you said to me, solemnly promise, Chrissie Swan, that you will not attempt Click and Collect again.
Correct.
Well, I went back on my commitment to you to not try it again, and I tried it again this weekend.
Why? When the thought came into your brain to try it, didn't you recall our conversation and think, hang on, no, Jack said don't do this?
I did, but I looked at the T's and C's. This was at a different shop.
Okay.
And it said, your Click and Collect will be ready in 8 hours. And I thought that suits me fine.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you the full time frame, okay? Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. I bought it, got paid for it, my size, done at a shop down the road.
Bought it as in on Click and Collect through the site or in store?
No, on the website.
Okay, at 3 p.m.
Click and Collect, 3 p.m. Saturday.
Okay.
And I checked that the store was open on Sunday.
Yep.
And it was. Anyway, Sunday, 10 a.m. It says within 8 hours, right? Sunday, I wake up and I'm waiting. I'm assuming that I wake up when I, to a text message saying, come and pick it up, Chrissie.
Yeah.
You Click and Collect has turned around and you can get it. Nothing. 11 o'clock, nothing. 12 o'clock, nothing. I wanted it that day. I wanted it Sunday. That's why I did Click and Collect.
Yeah.
At Sunday at 1 p.m, I got onto the website and I said, oh, hi, I'm just wondering... because it's like live chat, where you talk to a robot, which is another one of my favourite things.
Yeah, that's always the best.
Yeah, I go, look, I've done a Click and Collect. I'm wondering when it's ready. And it says, for stock availability and hold, please ensure you have provided us with the following information, which I did. Didn't hear anything. And I thought, oh, stuff it, I'm going to go down.
Oh, no.
So I turn up to the shop and there's a queue almost out the door of people. It's a very popular store.
And it's Sunday, so everyone's doing their strolling and shopping.
Yeah, and there were 3 people behind the counter working hard. And I did think the last thing they're going to want is a woman coming to the front going, I've done a Click and Collect yesterday and I haven't received anything. Is it ready?
But did you?
But I did it anyway.
Did it anyway, yeah.
I did it anyway.
I would too if I was excited about my purchase.
I was so excited. Anyway, turns out it wasn't ready. They went out the back and expedited the Click and Collectness of it.
How do they feel about having to do that?
Well, I think they're used to idiots like me.
Yeah, right.
And I just sort of went all bonkers like, oh, I was just walking past and I was just thinking maybe... Anyway, I got my thing and put it in my backpack and walked it home. Yesterday at 11:30, I get a response from the live robot saying, "How can we assist you?" I'm like, too late. And lucky I intervened because I'd still be waiting for that click and collect. Click and collect, thumbs down.
Well, you might have still got the text though.
No. It really is not for me. I won't be doing it again.
Good.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Who doesn't love paying less for their favourite beauty brands? Love paying less for glowing skin or love paying less for feeling better? Find great prices on everything you love only at Priceline Pharmacy.
Shop in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's Clickbait.
There will be no spoiler alerts about Succession on this show, mainly because neither of us have watched it.
True.
I've tried twice to start from the beginning, series 1, but I can't follow it. I know it's good.
Yeah, I was like you too, and I pushed through season 1. I'm now in the middle of season 2, but it's still like a real effort. I don't get how people got into it so easily.
What's wrong with us?
I'm enjoying it, but it's just like they all look the same. The sets always all look the same, so I have to really focus on who's who.
I agree.
Yeah. But it must be amazing. Like, it must get even better.
It's blowing people's minds, and the final episode has just gone to air.
Yeah, last night.
With the great Sarah Snook, who plays Shiv Roy. She was fantastic in the few episodes I saw. I just know that she's amazing.
She's probably my favourite.
Yeah.
I think. Do you remember on another radio show we worked on, she was on for an interview and dropped the F-bomb?
Yeah, I do remember that.
That made me love her.
She's my friend forever because of that.
Correct.
She has posted to social media just saying it's hard to express what the show has meant to her. It must have been an amazing journey for her. She's an incredible actress and she's been in wonderful productions, but this one is outstanding.
Next level.
And the photograph shows the top of a little furry baby head.
One of the better pregnant baby announcements, I'd say.
So it's like a double whammy. The show is over and a new show has begun. She's welcomed her first child with actor Dave Lawson, who's also a top guy.
Isn't he?
Top guy.
Utopia, right?
Yes, Utopia, but probably the most famous for acting with Stephen Curry in those unbelievable Toyota ads.
Yeah, true.
So fantastic.
What a couple.
Ryan Gosling. I mean, you're just going to hear so many stories about him because Barbie is coming out and he plays Ken. He is obsessed with Disneyland and, frankly, me too.
So is this show at the moment.
I know. How's Joe? That was such a great day. Last Friday, we gave Joe and her family a holiday to Disneyland, basically, and it was magical. Maybe she'll run into Ryan Gosling there because he has confessed that he goes on his own.
Stop.
Yeah. He lets himself into the park. He has headphones and a playlist on and he just goes on rides. It's actually very smart because singles, you sort of get on quicker.
Do you?
Yeah.
And
they've got to fill out, like if there's a carriage of 3, they go,
spot.
is there one more? Yeah.
And also smart being a celebrity and so recognisable. I'd imagine if you're on your own in Disneyland with some sunnies and a cap on, you're probably harder to pick.
I agree. But I think that also speaks to if there's something that you really love, go and do it on your own.
Totally.
There's a few cafes here in Melbourne that I really love. I go to on my own. I'm going to be going to Taylor Swift on my own because I don't know anyone that I like enough to share it with.
Did you just listen to Jason Derulo's I'm riding solo?
Yeah, I'm riding solo. I'm riding solo.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Steven Sanchez's single Only Go is out now. Catch him live in concert this June.
What's up, y'all? This is Steven Sanchez.
Steven Sanchez, live in Nova's Red Room.
Yes, experience the unique sound of Steven Sanchez. He's absolutely taken the world by storm and he's performing live at Nova's Red Room in Sydney. And you're going, Lauren.
Oh, that's amazing.
How awesome.
Thank you so much, Chrissy.
You're going to get a nice little outfit on, make yourself all pretty.
Oh, for sure. I have to look my best.
Good on you. I think it's 2 tickets too, isn't it? Who are you going to take, Lauren?
Yeah, it sure is.
Who are you going to take?
I think I'll take my best friend with me.
Fine, I'm
Night out for the
available. I'm
girls.
available, Lauren. Thank you so much for asking me.
Sure, Chrissy, I'll take you.
I tell you what would be really great, you and your best friend with towels on your head and bathrobes enjoying the free accommodation that we're giving you at Overlow Woolloomooloo.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Make a night of it, Lauren. We will see you there. If you want to go along to see Steven Sanchez in Nova's Red Room, register now on the Nova Player app. Now, as promised, a car was stolen, right? And this happens every day.
Yeah.
But this was a Tesla and the owners were on holiday in Rome, and apparently Teslas have an app attached to the phone.
I'd imagine they would because they're so high tech.
They're so high tech. So this couple, rich, I'm assuming.
Duh.
I'm just assuming they're rich. And they've had a notification on their phone saying that not only has their Tesla been unlocked, it's currently doing 109 miles per hour. I'd put that in 175 kilometres per hour.
Whizzing around Rome.
Whizzing around. No, back in England. This is an
where?
English couple.
Oh, so they're in Rome.
Yes, they're on holidays in Rome. They've driven the car to an airport car thing, and gone, see you later. They're in Rome. A notification goes off on their phone saying the car is currently doing 175 kilometres per hour, and somehow it also knows what's on the radio. It was Beyonce.
That's the best.
It's the best. It is the best story ever.
You can't even be I don't think I'd even be mad at that because it's so funny.
I sort of agree with you, but then the car, they don't know who did it. They've got no idea. This guy, I'm assuming it's a guy. It's probably sexist. But let's just say it was a guy for the purpose of this story. He was clocked doing all of these, speeding.
Yeah.
Listening to Beyonce, and then he just dropped it in an alleyway and walked away.
I wonder if he'd had enough on his shift and he's like, you know what, I'm going to go out with a bang.
I've had enough.
Let's blast Beyonce.
I tell you
and
what,
go for a drive.
I sort of get that not that I agree with stealing people's things or whatever, but sometimes you've just had enough and you want to go out with a bang. I remember I ordered an enormous amount I was catering for 10 people at my place, and I ordered heaps of Indian food because it's a crowd pleaser, right? And everyone can get a little bit of something. There would have been about $400 worth of stuff. I had so much of it. Anyway, we waited and waited and waited, and I'm calling the restaurant going, where is it? And they said, it left here 40 minutes ago. The delivery driver had chosen the exact moment that he picked up $300 or $400 worth of food to quit, and he just kept on driving it to his place. That was it. He never worked again for the company, and I never saw my Indian delivery.
I mean, I'd do that too if I saw your name at Chrissie Swan's ordering up. You know it's going to be good.
But I get it. I'm I totally understand it. Sometimes you've just had enough.
Let's do it now. Bye.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Okay, so I've just got... Oh, no, it's clear. You know do you get cramps at all?
Under my foot, I get them.
Okay, so it's a sign of dehydration. And look, I confess I have not had enough water today.
I mean, you've got your tank here, so I don't know how you haven't.
I've got a giant tank, but I can't lift it. It's so heavy. So right now, I'm having a cramp in my hamstring.
I can see.
And it's very painful, but also delicious. I just want to say, look, I'm about to lose my mind about an article that I've seen, something that an airline is doing that is triggering in the parlance of our time. But first things first, I just want to thank Nolene. We haven't been on air very long, but gosh, we're getting a beautiful family here for the Chrissie Swan Show. Nolene has sent me a card. Season's greetings. She's just picked it up from work. It's an old one from a retirement home. Anyway, Nolene, hi Chrissie. My boys took me to lunch for Mother's Day and I couldn't resist a treasure hunt in the nearby op shop. Nolene, you're a woman after my own heart. This little darling made me think of you. I so hope it brings you joy. I think it's a Christmas tree decoration. I love the crown, ha ha. And it's a little tiny corgi, because you know corgis are my sign that it's going to be a good day. And Nolene, who doesn't know me,
that's very kind,
has thought of me on her Mother's Day when she's been fossicking around an op shop, and she's bought this for me and then gone to the effort of sending it.
You really have become the face of corgis.
I just salute you, Nolene.
Thank you, Nolene.
Yes, and Catherine from Melbourne sent me 2 corgi mugs that she found at the reject shop, which I use every day.
I wish corgi was like a company or corporation because you could be making some cash from them.
I really could. That is particularly cute. Thank you, Nolene.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
Oh, yes. 5 questions separate you, Vanessa, and you, Chloe, from a limited edition Money Can't Buy, nor would it want to. Official Chrissie Swan Show bum bag. Are you excited?
Very excited.
And it is the second last day of 10K a day in May. So you are both already in the draw for that too.
I mean, as an aside, girls, can you believe that it's almost June? It's basically June.
Crazy.
Where has this year gone? Enough conversation for me. Let's go. Your name is your buzzer. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and will walk away with a Money Can't Buy Chrissie Swan Show bum bag. Big voices when you know the answer. Question number 1. Beyonce's daughter has been joining her on stage during her Renaissance tour. Which daughter am I talking about?
Chloe.
Yes, Chloe.
Blue.
Correct, Blue Ivy. She also has another daughter, Rumi, and a son, Sir, but in true famous person style. Pink does it.
Kim does it.
Kim does it. We only ever hear from the firstborn.
Because the firstborn is the best.
No.
Yes.
They're pretty good. Question number 2. Name the event currently lighting up Sydney town.
Vanessa.
Yes, Vanessa.
Vivid.
How gorgeous is it? Can you believe your
Amazing.
eyes? Have you been?
No, I've seen photos and my friends have been.
I know. I've only seen photos, but I feel like I've seen it. Question number 3. Finding Nemo was released in the States 20 years ago today. Name one of the characters from the movie.
Vanessa.
Chloe.
Yes, Chloe?
Dory.
Correct. The best. Question number 4. People that suffer from narcolepsy often do what?
Vanessa.
Yes, Vanessa.
Fall asleep.
Yes, they do.
Alrighty, we are 2 apiece. This one is for the win.
Okay, you ready? Test your buzzers.
Chloe. Vanessa.
Is that right, Annie? Is my scoring correct? Yeah, great.
Chloe, you sound sad. Give us a big Chloe.
Chloe.
Yes. Name the Big Brother reality star known for the bum dance and bunny.
Chloe. Vanessa.
Chloe.
Sarah Marie.
Yes. Where is Sarah Marie? I loved her. Did you love her, Chloe?
I did. I can do the bum dance.
I think we all can. We all can. You know, she had a single and a book and everything.
A single?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes, she did. It's the worst song you've ever heard, but it sold like gangbusters. You've got yourself a bum bag, Chloe, and Vanessa, you are in the draw for 10K a day in May.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
I'm devastated.
What's happened?
When I was driving into work, I heard in the news that something was happening. And I couldn't believe my ears. I thought, is it April 1st? And it wasn't. It's not April Fool's Day. And then I thought, is it 2023? And it turns out it is.
Sure is.
I could not wait to get to work because I'm a good girl and I didn't, as much as I wanted to Google in the car, I didn't. But the first thing I did when I got to work is I Googled Air New Zealand weighing passengers. And it's true. Annie's face has dropped.
It's true.
Air New Zealand has asked passengers to be weighed before the flight. Okay.
What?
So this is triggering on every level.
Before we get to why it's triggering, why? Like, I don't...
Oh, they say, it's just something we do every 5 years. It's just a survey.
Right.
We've just got to weigh, you and your hand luggage.
Okay.
Dear God, no. 13 24 10, is this your idea of absolute fresh hell? I wouldn't fly with this airline if there is a risk of this occurring. I would rather die. And you know what? You don't care, do you, Jack?
No. So I fully appreciate where you're coming from. I don't associate, I don't have any sort of issues with scales. I've never struggled with my weight. So, I'd be happy to. If they asked me and I was checking in, I'd be happy to. Do you know what? When you and I went to Adelaide a few weeks ago, every time you, when you go to check in the self-serve check-ins and they've got the scales there for your carry-on, sometimes my inner child comes out and I'm like, I don't have scales at home. I want to step on that and see what I weigh today.
You're just showing off now.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I genuinely am they're not around.
Annie, I know that you can't hear me because you're in a soundproof. Would you ever voluntarily step on a scale in public? So, no, that is a thumbs down.
I fully appreciate, though, that it would be
And you know
a
what? This is the second time this year it's come up. that there are two types of people, ones that really don't care.
Yep.
And ones that is my idea of fresh hell.
Yep.
Like, please do not I would rather die than do that.
Yeah.
If they said the only way that you can get on this flight is if you need to be weighed, I would say that's it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And did you remember there was a Bluey episode this year where the dad, Bandit, stands on the scales and then looks downtrodden and grabs his tummy? I was horrified by it. And I just thought, my God, thank God, my kids are too old for it, because that would absolutely devastate me if I saw that being fed to kids.
Yeah.
And yet the coverage on TV shows was all like, oh, you can't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
What's going on? It is a very, very real thing. And I remember at school, like when we were studying maths, which is like weight and volume and stuff, we all had to be weighed. I wanted to run out of the school building.
Did they do that in school?
Absolutely, they did it in
That's too
school.
far. That's not okay.
Absolutely. And I was put on diets and stuff from the age of 10, like grade 4 and 5, being weighed in front of grown adults. No, under no circumstances. Just last weekend, I was in a country town and they had like one of those ye old scales that you've got to pay.
Oh, the big ones that
the
are
big
tall.
Ones, big silver fancy ones. And I was with 3 of my girlfriends who are equally traumatised, and I stood on it and I go, oh, where do I weigh? Knowing that because I hadn't put the coins in, it wasn't going to work. They all screamed at me, get off! Don't do that! I'm like, I'm joking, girls. I haven't put the coins in.
Yeah, you're good.
Air New Zealand, you go to get on the flight and they say, would it be okay if we weigh you? No, I decline this offer.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Headline, Air New Zealand has asked if it would be okay to weigh passengers pre-flight. They say it's just something they do every 5 years. There's a few questions there. I want to know why I've never heard of this before. Mm-hmm. Why?
Yeah.
Why is Air New Zealand the only one doing it? Because I need to know these
Great
things
point.
because I am breaking out in a rash.
Yeah.
Thinking about jollying up for my flight, which I love. I love to fly places.
So exciting.
And then being identified as somebody that needs to get on a scale in front of everybody with my hand luggage. I would die. I would just expire. Like the Wicked Witch of the West, I would just dissolve.
I visualise Michelle Bridges standing there. Like, you, scales.
You! Roll through the mud first!
And then Commando standing there checking your weight. You can't fly!
Oh my God, I'm just sick I'm sick from it. Colleen, is this your idea of fresh hell?
Oh, mate, what an absolute crock. I won't be flying with them anytime soon. I'll give it a tip.
I mean, can you imagine? You've got your little Bahama, you've got your pedal pushers, you've got your little, Velcro shoes, you're ready for a beautiful holiday, a new pair of sunnies, and then they say, please, Colleen, hop on the scale. Would you turn around and walk out?
Yeah, absolutely, because the next thing I'll be afraid they've got a tape measure out and they're going to make sure I can fit in the seat.
Oh, my God, Colleen, it's the worst.
Colleen, you're in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May. Zach, what are your thoughts?
What do you reckon?
Hey, Jack. Hey, Chrissie.
Hi,
fellow
Zach.
Swiftocrat here.
How good is that term?
It's a good term. I like it. I'm rolling with it.
Yeah, it absolutely explains us. If you're wondering what Zach is talking about, there's Swifties, but I never felt like I identified properly as a Swiftie because I'm not a teenager and I take it very seriously. Me and Zach are Swiftocrats. We're the level above. All right, Zach, what do you think about this weighing for a plane thing?
Look, as a chubby kid and getting to the top of the line at Wet n Wild and having them set me aside and watch everyone go on while they weigh me to make sure that I was good to go on the ride brings up a bit of trauma memory. So I'm, weighing at airports, not today, Satan.
No, not today and not ever. That is, what is going on in the world that happened to you, Zach, and happened to millions of us?
Right? Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Zach, you're in the draw for Nova's 10K a day, though.
And I just don't understand why the airline, a big global airline, wouldn't know that there are millions of people where we would rather die
than do that.
I
can't believe a publicist or someone in the team there didn't go, hey guys, like in the meeting, I think this might be a PR issue and might pee some people off.
Oh, it's terrible. Crystal, can you give us some insight? Because it says here that you were a flight attendant.
I sure am. I have been flying for 13 years and
Look, my airline, not Air New Zealand, but we love Air New Zealand. Our airline is friends with them, and we don't actually survey them. I don't. In my 13 years, I've never seen it happen before. But look, weight in general in the cabin, not specifically people, but weight with baggage is a major issue. And you know what? Like now that I think of it, we actually have average weight per person. So like a normal passenger is about 72 kilos. And then the funny thing is, doesn't matter if you're male or female, your average cabin crew is about 50-something. Now, I am way over that.
What?
I know, I'm like 80-something.
I haven't weighed 50 kilos since I was 4.
I know, it's like my leg. But you know what? I think the reason why they're doing it, and I can only put it down, I wish I had one of my techie captain mates, on the blower to say all the technical terms, but it really comes down to the weight and trim of the aircraft taking off and landing. It may sound a little bit kind of crazy, but it really does come down to the weight in the cabin itself, because they have to measure and calculate the loads of the fuel.
But why
like
now?
I understand that,
We've been flying for years.
it's too late in public at the gate lounge.
No, it's not too late. They're getting the fuel so what they do is they get a load sheet, and that load sheet has everybody's backside on it and everyone's cabin baggage. Now, look, I know it's pretty bad, but like we do actually get excessive cabin baggage, and everyone brings way more than they should.
But that doesn't mean I don't get it.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, no. That's a no, Crystal.
Herbert Adams pies are the gourmet for the everyday. Find them from the supermarket freezer aisle or at your local service station.
Wait a minute.
Chrissie Swans.
Who are you?
Who am I?
That is the cutest little guy.
It's so good.
Who is it?
I don't know. I need to ask our audio producer where he got that
I need
from.
to find out. It makes me smile, Olivia. Does it make you smile?
It makes me smile, Chrissy.
You make me smile, Olivia. Okay.
Thank you.
I can hear a little Adelaide twang.
I can hear the Adelaide twang too. Have you had a pie floater?
I have had a pie floater or two in my time. I tell you, I'm not a fan though, Chrissy.
No, most people aren't. I love them.
Oh, no, not a fan. I think I had too many growing up.
Highly likely. All right, let's get cracking. This is how it works. I've got 5 clues here about a particular celebrity, and I've also got $500 cash to give away thanks to Herbert Adams Pies.
The best.
You're the best. But for each incorrect answer, for every incorrect guess you make, I will take away $100. And I don't want to, Olivia.
All right,
Okay.
let's do it, Chrissy.
Oh, this is hard. Clue number 1. You really don't want to give away the cash ever, do you, Jack?
What do you want me to do? Just say, this person is so-and-so. We can't just give it away in the first instance.
Yeah, but the clue number 1 isn't. There's no. I'm going to go straight to clue.
No,
number
you're
2.
not. No, we're doing clue number 1. That it narrows it down somewhat. I know it's Take-Off Tuesday, but we've got to still do the comp.
Clue number 1. I'm an actor from Los Angeles, California. G.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's say Sylvester Stallone.
No, but good on you.
Good guess.
Jack, that's hard going.
No one can get that.
Olivia, this next one, I reckon you'll get it, okay?
Clue number 2.
We're down to $400 cash.
Are we fighting, Jack? I think we are.
I think we're fighting.
I'm 45, but I am known to not date anyone over 25.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, girl. $400 cash to you.
How good's
Thank you so much.
Easy, Olivia.
Yeah, but that should have been the first clue, shouldn't it, Olivia?
Correct. I 100%. I'm going with that was the first clue, Chrissy.
Yeah.
Well, then there would have been no stakes in the game. Hey, Olivia,
Whatever.
you're also in the draw for Nova's 10K a day. That's easy.
That would be amazing. Thank you so much, guys.
You are. Speaking of that 10K a day in May, today's the 30th, tomorrow's the 31st. That's it. It ends, okay? So good luck to you, Olivia.
Thank you. Have the best day, guys.
Yeah,
You
we
too.
will. We are out of here. If it's Take It Easy Tuesday, off the back of Bare Minimum Monday.
Yeah.
What's Wednesday? Have a Wednesday.
Done. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.